We don't have an introduction, but I'm happy you're here. I don't have an introduction, but you could lend me your ear. You could stay a while and see what I am talking about. And maybe I can make you laugh and you could have a water spout. 'Cause you're a blue whale, blue whale, blue whale. Biggest mammal in the ocean and in the world. You're a blue whale, you're a blue whale. You got a blowhole and you can do this. Ooh. First of all, let's talk about how there was a sewing needle in my carpet. And even though that is my fault, it's not my fault. So, welcome back to my channel. And I know what you're wondering. Ooh, what kind of... First of all, my sleeves weren't even rolled up. What kind of sick joke do I think I'm playing? 'Cause you're a blue whale. A blue whale. You can see the fact that I don't have tonsils. I got them removed almost a year ago now. Raise your hand or comment or like this video if you had your tonsils removed. Because now we're part of an organless gang. Alright, well, this outfit is serving you the witchiness that you need. Thank you for coming to land on this channel. My name is not important. As far as you know, it's Ebenezer.
Jacob Marley.
No.
Ebenezer.
It's Scrooge. No, wait. No, Ebenezer is Scrooge.
Jacob Marley. Scrooge. Scrooge.
These are my rattling chains. I'll insert a sound clip.
Scrooge.
And then his jaw falls off. But we're not here to talk about the Christmas Carol. 1, I'm not very fond of Christmas. 2, this video isn't about Christmas. 3, Christmas is far away. And 4, stop talking about Christmas. Stop. Leave it alone. I will enjoy my summer while I have it.
So stop trying to take it away from me, you Christmas freaks.
We're here to talk about this book. Oh, what's this book? Well, it's a good find, because I found it at a Goodwill. It's called Sweet Blood, written by what I assume is to be Pete Houtman. Pete Houtman? Houtman. His name is Pete. I feel like you just need to hear the back first. Cue dramatic music. 16-year-old Lucy Sabo is undead, at least according to her own theories about vampirism. Lucy believes that the first vampires, with their pale skin, their long teeth, and uncontrollable thirst, were dying diabetics. And she should know, she's a diabetic herself. When Lucy becomes involved with Draco, a self-proclaimed real vampire she meets in the Transylvania internet chat room, her world begins crashing down around her. Caught up in late-night parties and goth culture, she begins to lose control of her grades, relationships, and health. Lucy realizes she needs to make some important choices, and fast. But it may already be too late. So I know what you're thinking. We gotta hear some of this book. And did you think I was gonna let you walk away without hearing some of this masterpiece? Now look, am I making fun of it? A little. Also, if we could please return this to Erica Russell. Erica Russell had her own stamp, her own book stamp. If anyone sees Erica Russell, I'll make sure to give it back to her, but tell her I'm borrowing it, so she's gonna have to wait. And she's the one who gave it up to Goodwill. I don't know that, but you know what? Okay. Chapter 1. Blood. Blood is my friend. Without it, my cells shrivel. Without it, I die. Well, yeah, Lucy. Everyone dies without blood. When I was 6 years old, I found a dying bat. Basically, in this chapter, she finds a bat, okay, when she was on vacation in South America, and she brings it inside her, and her mom's like, ah! You know, as moms do, because you can't bring animals in the house without your mom freaking out. That was 10 years ago, but I can still hear the screech echoing in my skull. I dropped the bat, flop, 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 on the kitchen floor, and my mother grabbed her broom and whack, whack, whack! She swept it into a plastic dustpan and carried it outside and dropped it in the trash. Another pet story with a sad ending. She's jaded. And her dad gets home and goes to like kill the bat in the trash can, but guess what? Little Batty Watty is gone. In the process, Lucy got these scratches all over her hands, so she had to go to the doctor. She may be strange, but it turns out that other people are strange around her too. She talks about going to the emergency room. I've had shots all my life. I've had a lot of shots. All I remember now is the emergency room. The doctor was very calm and gentle, and I liked him.
Little girls aren't supposed to play with sick bats,
he told me, smiling. That's a weird sentence to say to anybody. You know what I mean? I'm not so little, I said. I don't know why I remember that, and not the shots. Let's talk a little bit more about chapter 1, okay? She figures out she's a diabetic, which, hey, that sucks. Just a little warning, this is not making fun of diabetics in any way. On a real note, this book is creative. Chapter 2, friendship. I've had 3 or 4 best friends in my life. They don't last. We have a fight, or they just get sick of my weirdness, and all of a sudden, we aren't friends anymore. Or they go away. My previous best friend, Kathy Wasserman, moved away to St. Louis. That was a year ago. We emailed each other a few times, but it just wasn't the same. I haven't heard from her in months. Right now, I don't have a real best friend, but if I had to pick one, it would be Mark Murphy, who lives down the block and across the street, who is one of the few people at school who doesn't treat me like a freak. He calls me Skeeter.
Uh-oh, I smell a love interest.
He has called me that since he moved into the neighborhood 9 years ago. That was after the bat thing, after I got sick. I don't know why he started calling me Skeeter. Maybe he knew that one day I would turn into a blood-sucking fiend, a human mosquito. It is Sunday, a day of rest for most people. I put on my black makeup and my purple lipstick and my black leather jacket and black leggings and my lace-up motorcycle boots and my sunglasses so dark I can hardly see through them, and I go and sit in the shade on the front steps to read Annie Rice and disturb the church-going neighbors by my mere existence. I am thinking about this as Mark Murphy comes strolling by, dragging his size 13 Nikes. Hey, Skeeter! I lower my book, giving my mouth an irritated twist. What are you reading? I hold up the book. He comes closer so that he can see the cover. The Queen of the Damned.
What's it about?
He asks. Vampires.
Vampires suck.
I try not to smile, but I can't help it. Mark always knows how to make me laugh. Got a cigarette, monkey boy? I gave him that nickname a few summers ago when he fell out of a tree and broke his arm. It was also to get back at him for always calling me Skeeter, which, actually, I like.
Sorry, I didn't think you smoked.
I don't, but I'm thinking of taking it up. Don't ask me why.
Why?
I told you not to ask me that.
I mean, why can't I ask that?
You just did. Actually, since you insist on knowing every detail of my life, I'll tell you. I think it would be fulfilling to have a habit, something self-destructive to do on a daily basis.
Why cigarettes? Why not just start smoking crack?
Too expensive.
How about heroin? You're not scared of needles.
Ha, ha.
Hey, you going to that thing tonight?
What thing?
You know.
I stare at his face. When Mark was a little kid, he had a broad, friendly face, brown eyes and freckles, and a huge grin that made his teeth look small, a face that made old ladies want to pinch his cheeks. Then, a few years ago, he started growing.
Uh-oh, I smell attraction.
He started growing like crazy and everything got out of whack. I can also see another Mark, the good-looking man he will one day become. You mean block party? I say. I don't think I do. Block parties.
2 words. Free food.
I laugh.
Besides, what else are you gonna do on a Sunday night?
You mean besides eating burnt bratwurst and high-risk potato salad with a bunch of little kids and half-drunk parental types? Gee, I don't know. Maybe beat myself over the head with a baseball bat?
Yeah, right. Well, I'm going.
You have a good time. Mark stands there for a few seconds, then says, You know, Lucy, I liked you a lot better before you got all punk. I'm not punk.
Well, goth then.
I'm not goth.
Well, you're something.
He lets that one hang for a beat, then shuffles off. My best friend. I experience mixed feelings, but I'm used to that. One of my feelings is regret that I might have hurt his feelings. I also feel irritation that he judged me, relief that he's gone, disappointment that he has left, and delight that he actually thinks that I'm something. Gag. On the wall next to my bed, I have written some lines from a poem by Walt Whitman. Do I contradict myself? Very well then, I contradict myself. I am large. I contain multitudes. There is no causal link between that conversation and what she has on her bed. So chapter 3 is called Undead. Chapter 3 is not all that interesting. Chapter 4 is called Splud. Although in chapter 4, we do make... okay. Look, Pete. I do think that this part is a tad interesting, that he makes this link between diabetics and vampirism. Ignorant people always fall back on the supernatural to explain things. It's the same thing with vampires. Many years ago, ordinary people saw some behavior that frightened and confused them. But instead of trying to figure it out, they made the poor, wretched creatures into evil monsters with mysterious powers. Real vampires do not turn into bats. They don't have fangs or superpowers, and they are not immortal. The truth is, the age of the vampire ended back in the 1920s when a man named Sir Frederick Banting extracted a few millimeters of insulin from a vat full of cow pancreases and injected it into a dying would-be vampire named Leonard Thompson. Of course, there are still a lot of us potential vampires around. Guys, I think I'm gonna stop there because I want you to want more. Guys, let me know if you enjoy this type of thing down in the comments. It's fun for me to go through these weird books and talk about how cringy they are. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to hear more of this book or if you have any other books that you would like me to go through, because it looks like in chapter 7 we get to meet Draco. I smell another love interest, but that's all the sweet blood I can handle today. Well, hey you. Hi. Yeah, you made it to the end of the video? Congratulations! As your reward, you can click that red subscribe button. It's like down there. Yeah, it says like subscribe on it. Just click it. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching this video, yeah. I do have social media. All the links are down below. Hands are weird. But I would love to see your name in my subscriber list. And I'll tell you what, if you subscribe to this video and follow me on Twitter, I will give you a shout out in next week's video. I wish to say no more to you.